Hockey Tech, and in today's video, I'd like to show you how to transfer everything, including contacts, text messages, photos, music, videos, and more from your Android smartphone to your new iPhone. To accomplish this task, we will be using Wondershare Mobile Trans, which is available for Windows or Mac as a free download. Download link can be found in the description box below. So let me show you what I have in this Nexus 6B that I want to transfer over to the iPhone 7. So let's first go into the phone, and as you can see, I have 3 contacts that I'm going to transfer over into the iPhone. Next up, I'm going to go into the Photos application, and there's going to be 1 photo sitting in there that I'm going to transfer also to the iPhone. And finally, if I go into my text messages, there's only 1 text message on my phone. So if I go back out, there's 1 message from this number, but if you go into the text message, there's 2 blocks of texts. So I'm going to transfer this text message to the iPhone that is currently bare bones. So let's go to the contacts on the iPhone. As you can see, there's no contacts. Let's get out, go to the photo album. Actually, messages, there's no messages. Let me cancel that for a minute. There's no messages in here. And if I go back into the photos, we have an empty folder. So let's dive in and do the transfer. So basically, step number 1 is going to be to download and install Mobile Trans. And then you connect your Android smartphone and your iPhone to your Mac or Windows, whichever you're using, via USB ports. Once that is set, you launch Wondershare Mobile Trans. Now when you launch it, you get a bunch of options. Mobile Trans can do phone-to-phone transfers, which we're doing here, as well as it can back up your phone, restore from the backup, and erase your old phone that you're not going to use anymore. So as you can see, it is a complete suite of tools to manage the transfer process. All right, so let's start the transfer process. So we're going to be using the phone-to-phone transfer suite. So let's click on that. And what's going to happen is a window is going to pop up that says you have to make sure if you have an Android phone, USB debugging is enabled, and it gives you instructions to do so. So make sure you enable USB debugging. So let's click OK. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be transferring from my LG Nexus 6P to my iPhone. So from the drop-down menu, I'm going to choose the LG, which is already chosen. And then from here, from the drop-down menu, I'm going to choose H iPhone, which is my iPhone. So I'm going to click that. And now, as you can see at the bottom, it says connected and connected. So both phones are connected to the computer via USB cables, and they're fully accessible by Wondershare. So the next thing to do is choose the things that you want to transfer over. So it looks like I have 4 contacts in my LG that I'm going to be transferring over to my iPhone. I've got 2 text messages that are going to transfer over to my iPhone. I do not have any calendar entries, but I did have them. They would show up right here. We have some call logs that I'm not going to do right now. And then we have photos that I can also transfer. I showed you the 1 photo that I have and the 2 blocks of text and 3 contacts, but it's saying 4 over here. That's probably a contact it is pulling from a Gmail. It's not a big deal. So anyway, also if you had music and if you had videos, it would be transferring those as well, but it's not going to transfer apps or app data. That's only reserved for Android to Android or iPhone to iPhone. Okay, so you cannot transfer apps from the Android phone to the iPhone because the apps are simply not compatible. Anyway, when you're done making your choices over here, all you do is click Start Transfer, and that says please do not disconnect either phone, and it's going to start the copying data process. So let's fast forward this to the end. Now during this process, your iPhone might actually restart. Just remember that. So do not exit this window until the iPhone fully restarts, and then you can exit this window. Now you're going to get this pop-up window once your iPhone restarts. You do have to go back and put your password into your iPhone after it restarts to make sure Wondershare Mobile Trans can complete the process. So let me do that right now. Alright, so as soon as I put in my passcode on my iPhone, it says that data transfer is now complete. I'm going to click OK, and let's go and check the iPhone to see which data transferred over. Alright, so let's pull up the phone application and look at the contacts. So as you can see, the contacts have switched over seamlessly. There's 1 extra contact in there that got pulled from Gmail. Not a big deal. Let's move on and check the Messages application or Photos first. Let's go to Photos. And as you can see, the photo that I had on the Nexus is now on the iPhone. And finally, let's take a look if the Messages worked. So pull up Messages on the Nexus and on the iPhone, and there we go. The exact message, including the phone number, has been switched over. Fantastic. So yeah, that's it. Wondershare Mobile Trans works perfectly to transfer data from your Android to your iPhone, or just about from any phone to any other phone. Remember, it can also be used to create backups and restore from a backup, so it is a full suite and it is available for download as a free trial. Download link is in the description below. Go grab it.